Hello and welcome in. Mia here with Spiritual Society. If you clicked on this video, if you found this video, if you are watching this video right now, then this message is meant for you. We're going to do a reading. We're going to pull from the energy. We're going to see what is showing up in every aspect, what messages are coming through. What do you need to know right now? Let's take a look. Let's dive in. So first of all, I'm starting from my old trusty deck. Let's see what is coming up in your energy field. What do we need to know? What messages are popping up? Why is this important for you? What's going on? Let's go ahead and see what is popping up. So I'm pulling these face down so I can't see them right now. We have 5 cards. We have 6 cards getting us started from our old trusty deck. And we have the 7 of Wands. We have the 4 of Wands, 2 wands right away. We have the 9 of Swords. We have the 10 of Swords, 2 swords back to back. We have the Wheel of Fortune, and we have the Lovers reversed. We have 2 major arcana cards back to back. Well, this is very interesting, isn't it? So we're getting some really clear messaging right away. First of all, we have the 7 of Wands and we have the 4 of Wands. The 7 of Wands is telling me that you have been exerting a lot of effort to stay in the same position. You have been putting forth a lot of energy and a lot of effort, and you don't have to. You've been expending a lot of energy, and it's just spinning your wheels. It's just to stay exactly where you are. And you're kind of just, like a dog chasing your tail, that kind of energy of just running around in the circle over and over and over again. And the cards are telling us, we have the 4 of Wands right after that, that if you want to break free from that energy and head into a new space, then you need to let go of this circular movement. You need to let go of this energy that's just holding you in place. You need to break free from that. You need some new movement, and that can take you to a whole new space with your person. If you are looking for your person, if you're with your person now but you want to take it to a new level, if you want to move things into a new direction, if you want to step into something that feels like wedding energy, that feels like joy, that feels like celebration energy. This card always reminds me of like an Italian villa wedding. It's that just beautiful energy of celebration together. We have 2 figures holding hands in the air. Woo! This is exciting. This is good. We have the 4 wands, which we sometimes call the 1111 card because there are 2 wands, 2 wands. This is good energy. This is something big. This is a big movement, a big transition, something big that's coming. Then you have to break free from this stagnant energy, the energy that feels like, wow, I feel so tired. I feel like I'm doing so much. I feel like I'm expending so much energy, but you're not actually getting anywhere new. We're going to find out more about that. We can investigate more about how to do that. But first, let's go ahead and tackle these Swords cards. So we have the 9 of Swords, and then we have the 10 of Swords. So this is telling me that there is something that is in your subconscious energy or your conscious energy that is keeping you from feeling peace. It is keeping you in a state of chaos and anxiety. This card often represents that feeling of, oh, I can't fall asleep because I just keep thinking these same thoughts. They keep spinning around in my head. There's a lot of tired mental space here, chaotic mental space here. It's something that doesn't feel good. And this can also get into your subconscious energy, just that there's a lot of thoughts, there's a lot of stuff. You can't rest, can't sit still for too long because it might catch up with you. It's a lot of thinking that's going on underneath the surface, but maybe you're not giving it room to air. Maybe you're not even noticing that it's there because you're keeping yourself so busy. Maybe busy spinning around in that circle, busy holding the ground that you've covered. And then we have the 10 of Swords, which is telling me that there's a part of you that needs to just die to this, to truly let this go. This is a 10 card, a card of completion, which tells me something needs to end so something new can begin. And once again, this is the same message basically that we had before, this with the 7 of Wands and the 4 of Wands. Something needs to end here in order for something new to begin, that you might need to just let yourself hit rock bottom, hit the bottom of the barrel, have the big cry that you've been putting off, feel the feelings that you haven't been touching. Let yourself truly absorb that feeling of, okay, I see it, I hear it, I read it, I'm ready for something new. I'm ready for this to end so that something new can begin. I'm ready to come out of this a different person, to come out of this in a new state of being. Okay, then the next 2 cards are 2 major arcana cards. We have the Wheel of Fortune and we have the Lovers reversed. So this is telling me that in order to get to the space where you feel like you are totally open to soulmate love, the kind of love that feels like it is so deep that you can hardly believe it's real. You've never felt more loved in your life. You've never loved anyone so much in your life. That feeling of contract love, that you were meant to be, that you are with your person, things are feeling right and feeling good, which right now you're not set up to do. You do have all this love energy in your field. You do have all of this desire, this possibility, this potential existing in your energy, but right now it's not really landing right. It might not be landing at all. You might be far away from it, or it might be really close, so close that you could almost step into it, but it just keeps falling away. It just keeps, just sort of running off, scampering out of off the table. In order to get to that space, there is something that needs to shift in your feeling of where you are in your life and the abundance that exists in your life right now. This might feel like a really small thing. This also might feel like a broken record of, okay, manifestation energy, gratitude, feeling like I'm so fortunate, I'm so lucky. But that is truly what I want you to do. I want you to get into a mental frame where you feel like, whoa, I am so lucky. I am just the luckiest person in the world. Boy, am I grateful for this job. Boy, am I grateful for this meal. Boy, am I grateful for I get to live in this decadence. I get to live towards what I desire. I get to make choices for myself. Oh my goodness. Whatever it is that lights you up with gratitude, that makes you feel like, ooh, I am so excited to be in existence. I'm so happy to be alive because I'm so grateful for all of this. Whatever that is, small as it may be, huge as it might be, whatever those things are, I want you to really look for them. If you are with a person right now, you want to take it to another level, you want to take it to something new, or you're looking for that soulmate kind of love, I want you to look for those things in that person. What are you grateful for? What makes you just, I'm so lucky, luckiest person in the world. Aren't I just so fortunate? It's unbelievable how lucky I am. And I want you to even ask yourself in the form of questions. How did I get this? How did I get to be a person who gets to eat like this? How did I get to be a person who gets to live in a home like this? How did I get to be a person who, I'm overwhelmed by it. I can't even believe how lucky I am. Getting into that frame of energy, that magnetic vibration that can pull more and more towards you and can flip this over for you so that it is in alignment, so that it's in the place that it's meant to be, because it's there for you. And the potential's there. It exists. It's just waiting to turn over. It's just waiting to find its space to fall in, to fit in right. And until then, it might feel like, nope, not working out. Oh, feels combative. Oh, doesn't feel, just sort of coming up against a hard wall. Okay, I do want to come back to our old trusty deck because I love our old trusty deck, but I also do want to share the love, and I want to get into some different information. So first, I want to pull from our masculine energy deck and just see what's going on with your masculine energy, the masculine energy that's around you, what's going on. But also this deck kind of just speaks to us in masculine energy terms. So it kind of just like gives us some answers in a very matter-of-fact kind of way, in a very straight line masculine energy sort of way. Oh, I love this. So I've started flipping the cards over this time, which I didn't really mean to do, but I'm doing it. And we have 6 cards here. We have the Judgment card. We have the Emperor. We have the Knight of Pentacles. We have the 5 of Wands. We're back to Wands. We have the 9 of Wands. We have 2 more Wands cards. We have the Queen of Cups. Okay, so we're starting from the beginning. And what I'm seeing here, we're really starting here with the Judgment card and the Emperor. And we're back with 2 major arcana cards. So we've ended with 2 major arcana cards. We're beginning here with 2 major arcana cards. We have the Judgment card and we have the Emperor. So I'm feeling that, honestly, with the Emperor energy, I'm not necessarily feeling this as a masculine force in your life, but your own masculine energy. That there is a part of you that needs to make a decision and needs to really make a decision. Decide for yourself. What do you want? What is it you want to bring into this life? What is it that you want to live in this existence? Is this career oriented? Is this love oriented? Is this financial? What do you want in your bank account? What do you want in your home? What do you want on your body? What do you want to adorn yourself with? How do you want to be in the world? I want you to make some big, bold decisions today. I want you to write down the life of your dreams, being the person of your dreams. In this life, this way, this is how things would be. This is what I want. This is what I desire. And I want you to make choices. I want you to decide, this is where I'm going. This is what I'm choosing off this cosmic menu. This is what I'm deciding for. This is the direction that I'm sending all of my energy, all my magnetism, all of my vibration. I want you to make that decision. This decision has power and energy behind it. So just by making this decision, being in this clarity, being in this clear space, and then having this clear path ahead of you of where you're going, lights a fire. It is motivating. It is inspiring. It is magnetizing. It does send you off in a flurry of, and if you don't feel that way, if you're like, yeah, okay, I have clarity, but meh, you are not having clarity. That is not the energy. When you have real clarity and you're truly choosing what you want, sometimes we choose things we don't want because what we want is too scary. We choose things that feel safer, feel more practical, feel a little bit like, okay, well, that feels like I could actually do it. So I'm going to choose this instead. But if you're choosing things, even partners, romantic partners, lovers, things that, oh, well, there's no way I'm going to have this for a soulmate relationship. So I'm just going to settle for this. Sometimes when we do those things, those decisions reject us. Because that's not what's meant for you. What's meant for you is when you land on it, there is a fire in your belly. There is something that is motivating. There is something that's driving. There's something magical about it. You'll feel that energy. You'll know with your intuition. When you let yourself accept that that is what you desire, magic happens. There's something really beautiful and exquisite about that. And what the cards are telling us is that, hey, I want you to back this up with some serious masculine energy. It doesn't mean you abandon your feminine energy. Yes, sit into your feminine energy. Do all the feminine energy things. Whether you are a man or a woman watching this, sit into both energies. But the cards are saying, I want you to back this up with some real masculine energy. And this Emperor energy is go get 'em energy. It is, hey, I've achieved a lot so far. And I want you to think about that. There is this masculine energy of, I've got a list of achievements. I've got a list of things that I've already achieved. And I have it ready at my fingertips. I know what I've done well. I know all of these things that I should be applauded for. And I want you to have that feeling. What have you done well? Have you written down a list like this in your life? Have you done it recently? Because it might be time. And these can be small achievements. These can be huge achievements. These can be things about tasks that were really hard for you. Handling a parent or something through a really tough time. Being there for somebody that you love. Doing a really hard physical thing. Doing something that caused a lot of distress, but you made it through. Whatever those things are, they could also be small. I'm so impressed that this is a huge achievement. I fully cleaned out my house. I got rid of a whole bunch of stuff. I discarded things that were difficult to let go of. And I felt like a whole new person at the end. I want you to really list out those things. They can be qualities as well, but list out your achievements. And then I want you to let yourself take control a bit. Let yourself be a little bit bossy and take control over this newfound clarity that you have. And in that control, this is the kind of thing that sets really clear boundaries. What am I willing to accept and what am I not willing to accept? What am I willing to spend my time on and what am I not willing to spend my time on? Maybe what you're willing to spend your time on is only this. Anything that is not this, no, that doesn't get my time. That doesn't get my time either. No, my time goes towards this path, this clarity, this, what I have just declared for myself of what is coming in. That's what gets my time. That's what gets my effort. That's what gets my energy. Setting some really strong boundaries around that and controlling your time, your environment, setting yourself up in a way that's destined to be able to walk that path that you've chosen for yourself. Now, these 4 cards are really interesting. So I have the Knight of Pentacles and I have the Queen of Cups sandwiching our Wands cards. So what I'm seeing here is something that's a little bit of a combination. That inside of here, I'm seeing a strong masculine and feminine energy. So I am seeing this romantically, that there is something romantic that's asking to come together for you, that is really asking to be delivered. This is a masculine energy that is really predictable, but really steady, really consistent, great provider energy, a real abundance energy, bringing great value in a quiet, steady way, something that's not coming in with a lot of flash and a lot of flurry and a lot of flame, but it is coming in this stable, rock solid way. It is showing up. And it sees great value in you and you see great value in it, or vice versa if you are in the opposite energy. This feminine energy is very intuitive, very emotional, very in touch with both of those places. So what I want you to do is, if you're in this feminine energy, to sit into your intuition, to sit into your emotions, to sit into your superpowers. Let yourself open that up and ride that. There can be a lot of spaces coming through that sort of push you away from your natural essence, because emotions can be overpowering, emotions can be dangerous. Your intuition might feel dangerous as well. Sometimes maybe you voiced it and it didn't get a good response, or you've not listened to it and things have gone haywire, or you thought you were listening to it but really it was fear within you that was moving you. So these two energies are standing kind of at the ends of this. Inside of those two energies, what is standing between you and your person coming together in this beautiful way of binding each other in this sort of block. And that doesn't mean you haven't found them. It just means that there might be some stuff between you that's not letting you rise to your highest space, to fully recognize what you can be together, who you can be to each other. In between that, we have the 9 of Wands and we have the 5 of Wands. So I'm seeing some chaotic energy, some chaos, possibly competition, maybe some fighting, maybe some little battles, but really this feels just like chaos energy. Like, oh, I don't know what they're thinking. They don't know what I'm thinking. There's not a lot of communication that's really clear. There's just a lot of like weird friction and a lot of just sort of unclarity. That's not a word, but an unclear feeling, which also gets into you needing to own your clarity of what it is you desire, because that can't be the crazy hubbub that it is if you are so clear about what it is you desire. When you get so clear about what you desire, it feels perfectly natural to vocalize that, to communicate that, and that can have a clear path towards your person. And we also have the 9 of Wands here. So with the 9 of Wands, I am feeling this is a hurt energy that's just not at its full capacity. And I think it's okay to recognize that you have been in a space where you've been hurt. This other person, whether they're in your life right now or not, has been in a space where they've been hurt. You're human beings. Of course, you have certain fragility just by being human. You have feelings, you have emotions, you have physical things, all kinds of things just peppered through there. And there is a space where you're both sort of just getting back to a space of being whole again, getting back to a space where you're strong, where you feel ready to move forward, you're ready to run, you're ready to go. You're ready to really lean into your strengths and sit into your full power, your full potential, who you are. Now, one thing I really love about this Queen of Cups showing up here is that the card's asking for this Emperor energy to come through here is really very, very opposite your possible nature. If you're in this feminine energy, this very intuitive, emotional energy, this is a very strong energy to pair with that. But it doesn't mean they don't go together. We're all a combination of masculine and feminine energy. It doesn't have anything to do with gender. It can often pair with gender, but it doesn't. And it also, we all are a mixture. We'd be boring little robots if we weren't. And it's beautiful to embrace those different sides of ourselves. This part that is like, oh, I'm going to go off and get this. Oh, I'm going to be in that driving force that's moving forward. Oh, I'm going to be in my emotions. I'm going to be in my intuition. I'm going to use it to create the essence that I desire, to create the living space of my energy field that I desire. Let's continue on. I'm loving this. Okay, I'm moving to our pink deck actually. So our sassy pink deck's gonna come in with, really it's a nice juxtaposition to the masculine energy we're just pulling in a black deck. The pink deck is definitely more feminine. In a very sassy way. And I'm also flipping these cards over as I go. We have the Queen of Pentacles. Okay. Let's see. Oh, so interesting. I'll let you in on it once we, okay. Our decks are very interesting today. We're getting some very clear messages, and I love this because it really sets us in a path of like, okay, this is what we're supposed to hear. Queen of Pentacles followed by the Seven of Pentacles, two Pentacle cards back to back. Seven of Swords followed by the Ten of Swords, two Swords cards back to back. The Ace of Cups followed by the Three of Cups reversed, two Cups cards back to back. We have some patterns going on. There are some things coming out. There are some things popping up where our messages are saying, you need to hear this, you need to hear this. I'd also like to show our repeat card, our Ten of Swords. A second time we are pulling that. We pulled that as our fourth card of the very beginning in our old trusty deck. We are pulling that as our fourth card in the pink deck as well. 4 is a very stable number. Okay, Queen of Pentacles, followed by the Seven of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles energy is so delightful. Now, what this is really leading me to is physical world, monetary. This can get into career and business. This can get into your physical body. Do you feel fit? Do you feel beautiful? Do you feel lovely? Do you love your clothes? Do you love your home? All of that stuff, things of this earth. Now, this also is a card of growing things, nurturing, growing, a motherly energy that is just taking care of everything around her. But she's also really capable of taking care of herself. And that's important. What I'm really feeling here from this is that the cards are saying, you know what, you've been planting seeds for a long time now. Things have been growing around you for a long time now. You might not see it. You might be like, yeah, that's not ready to harvest. Yeah, that's not ready. But what the cards are saying now is this is coming close. The harvest that you're about to pull in can change your life, can change your world, can change the way that you are in this world. And it's time to shift your mindset around that. That what you knew before is abundance. That what you knew before, whether that's financial or physical of this earth, physical items, what you have, all of that, it's time to shift your mindset about what is coming in for you and what you can have in this world. If you decided, you know what, there's a real cap on how much money I can make. Oh, you know what? There's this business idea that I had I'm just gonna let go of that. Or physically, you know, I just don't think that I'm gonna like my body, so there's no point in even trying. Or I hate my wardrobe, I hate everything on me. What's the point of even looking at it? I want you to really reshift any thoughts you have in that space around your physical world, because the harvest that you have been planting and growing, it is getting ready to be ready. It's getting ready to go. It's getting to a place where, yes, you've had patience. Yes, it's been hard. Yes, you've had to wait. Yes, you've had to show up again and again and do the work again and again and reframe for yourself again and again and retry again and again. And if there was something you really wanted, you probably have tried for it in the past, and maybe you've just given up and like, you know what? No, I've really tried to make that money. I've really tried to make my house something that I love. I just don't think I can do it. And I want you to reframe that for yourself, that you can have utter abundance. You are the queen of this thing, whatever this thing is. And I do really want you to focus on whatever area really comes to mind, the thing that's been tugging at your heart, that's been tugging at your soul, that's been tugging at you, the thing that you've been like, ooh, that really hit something deep in my stomach, that is something I want so much. It feels like it would change my life if this thing happened. Whether it, you know, I've already said all the things, you know, all the things, whatever that thing is that comes up for you, I want you to reframe for yourself. I have done so much work, even though it wasn't successful before, even though it didn't get me where I wanted to go, it taught me something, it grew something grew in me. And now is the moment that I can bring this home for myself, that this can be mine, that this can be my acquisition. And now it's just mine for the rest of my life. When I learn how to have it, how to accept this abundance, how to have what it is that I desire here, that will be a whole new space for me mentally, energetically, vibrationally, and that will change the vibration forever. And that is all shifting for you right now. So I want you to wrap your head around that. Sit into that. And I would love for you to say out loud right now, if you can, I am the queen of that. And say the thing out loud. I am the queen of this. I am the queen of my money. I am the queen of my home. I am the queen of my body. I am the queen of my beauty. I am the queen of my wardrobe. I am the queen of my style and fashion. Whatever it is, I want you to land in it and hold it. Okay. Now we have the Seven of Swords, we have the Ten of Swords. So with these two cards, what I'm seeing here is that, like I said, this is the first repeat card that we've had with the Ten of Swords, and it's in the same exact position. We know that there is something in your field. We took a look at it earlier that's having you spin around in circles, keeping the same space that you've been keeping. It's that, dog chasing its tail kind of thing of like, oh, I'm expending all this energy just to stay in the same place and not make any progress. That feeling of all of those thoughts running through your head, the subconscious things, it's exhausting. And what the cards are telling us here is that, hey, you need to die to this thing. This needs to be a card of completion. This needs to be an ending and a new beginning. There's something ending here. There's something brand new starting. This is a complete letting go. It is a complete discarding. And what this is also telling me is that there's something important here that you need to reclaim. So our Seven of Swords really gets into this kind of feeling of, thievery. It kind of gets into a feeling of maybe something duplicitous, something that was said it was one thing, but it was really another, but something that took something from you. And it could have just stolen your thoughts away. It could have just stolen mental space away. But whatever that thing was that took something away from you, I want you to really revisit what you need to take back in order to die to this space. I use that word because it is dramatic, it is big, and I want this to be dramatic and I want this to be big. That you let go, a complete letting go, and a complete stepping in, transformation, a beginning of something new. Card of completion. Something completes, something new begins. This is a new space for you. And I would encourage you, I have done this many a time. If you feel, this doesn't feel weird or morbid to you, I would lay down, have a little meditation time, and die to this thing that you imagine you are being buried in the ground. You can smell the earth around you, the soil around you. You can feel that the sky is above you, it's open, and you're into the ground, and then you come alive again. That you let go, you see all of those pieces of you leaving, all of those things that you no longer hold on to, that are no longer yours, they're no longer a weight for you to carry. They go, and suddenly you come to life again as a new version of you, a completely new version of you. It doesn't mean that what you haven't done before isn't valuable or precious, but this is a whole new existence. It is brand new. Every moment is brand new. How glorious is that? Reclaim what you need to reclaim. If there's something you need to put to rest because somebody took something from you, it's time to take it back. And I don't mean, that you have to call them, that you have to, you took my sense of self-worth away. You don't have to do any of that, but you do need to recognize that for yourself. And if you recognize that, this person took my faith and love away. They took my trust in men away. They took my trust in women away. Whatever it is, then I want you to let yourself vocalize, I am reclaiming from all places and all times my self-worth. I am reclaiming this for myself. I'm reclaiming my ability to trust. I am reclaiming for myself. I'm giving you some homework. I'm giving you some things to do. I hope you forgive me. But this is powerful energy. I'm feeling so much powerful energy. I hope you are too, because this feels like you were meant to see this message. You were meant to be here. There is something important here for you. There is a transformation, a transition, all these messages coming up. This feels important. This feels like a whole new chapter of your life, for love, for money, for anything that you've been having a big problem with, the things that might have been haunting you. This is a big transition. This is a big moment. A big energetic shift is happening here. This is very exciting. It's beautiful. You have an opportunity to step onto a new space, a new land. This is a whole new chapter that can happen for you, a new voyage, or stepping from a voyage that you've come from onto solid land in a whole new place that's full of potential. Now, our two last cards on our pink deck, we have the Ace of Cups. Love that card. We have the Three of Cups reversed. So what this is telling me is that there is an abundance that is open to you. And the interesting thing is I feel like this is paired very similarly to our lots of synchronicities. I mean, my goodness. So we had our two major arcana cards on the last pull of our first pulls, if you're keeping up with me. Wheel of Fortune, Lovers reversed. And in the same way, what I am feeling here is that there is a part of this message that is coming through that's saying, hey, this is the same, reversed upright. So much can come in for you, but you also need to. So what this is telling me is that in order to have that overflow of love, that energy that is already here for you, it is already available for you. It feels like I am overwhelmed. That same feeling we were talking about earlier with our Wheel of Fortune. How did I get so lucky? How do I get to experience so much love? How can I feel so much love for another human being? How can another human being feel so much love for me? Even just how can I feel so much love for life? How did that happen? How did I become someone who's like joyful and happy in my everyday life? What? In order to step into that abundance that is asking to be poured in for you, there's also a playfulness that needs to happen here. And this is a wonderful lesson. This is a wonderful thing that the cards are telling us. Hey, it's time to be playful, to get your playful self out. Stop taking things so seriously. Let yourself come at things with a sense of levity, with a sense of playfulness. This is your playground. Go out and play in it. Find your friends. Find the people who resonate with you. Go laugh with them. Go dance around. Go make something delicious. Go have a merry old time. And just enter the world that way. And that can be, as funny as it sounds, that could be like going to the grocery and feeling playful with the produce. Oh, well, don't you look so delicious? I could eat you. Oh my goodness. You can think of these things and you say them out loud, whatever you want to do. Being playful with the other human beings in your world as well. People who you don't know, strangers. Practice with strangers is a great way, because you find that oddly enough, this is very well received. People do not think that you are strange. They do not think you are a weirdo. At least I don't think they do. They just take that energy. It's a very contagious energy. That looks delicious. I wish I was going to have dinner with you tonight. My goodness. And off you go into your life. Just being playful with the world around you. Let yourself step into that lightness of being, that joy, that effervescence. Let yourself really step into that. When you turn away from that and you turn into something feeling very heavy, very serious, too much. Oh my goodness, this is too much. This is too much, too dramatic. I don't know what to do. I can barely breathe. Then I want you to, when you feel that next, I want you to, I'm coming to life again, and I'm going to play. And I'm just going to play like you were a little kid, the little kid you once were that just wanted to play. And how much fun can that be? And that opens you up to receiving love in a way that you've never experienced before. Those things are tied to each other, our cards are saying right now. So that doesn't mean that they're always tied to each other, but our cards are picking that up as a message. So I would follow it. Oh my goodness, I've loved this reading so far. What we're going to do So we're going to pull 2 gold cards, we're going to pull 2 white cards for clarity, and then we're going to pull an oracle card. If you are with me right now, I want you to subscribe to this video. I want you to love this video, technically like this video, but love it. I also want you to drop one of 2 things. I want you to drop, what I really want you to drop is I want you to drop an emoji that signifies what you are going to go do. Are you going to write your list of achievements? You know, you can do a little pencil, you do a check mark for your achievements. Are you, like, right after this going to go be playful with life? Are you gonna, this is, oh man, I don't know if this is going to be well received or not, but doing that ceremony that I'm dying to myself right now, and I am coming alive as a new me. You know, you could put a little skull and crossbones. Strangers are gonna come to this reading and they're gonna see people leaving little emojis of skull and crossbones. Maybe don't put skull and crossbones. But whatever makes you think of that, I want you to have that coming to life, maybe a fresh breath, that wind emoji that has the air, air filling my lungs again. I want you to leave something that signifies what you are going to walk away and you feel inspired to do, to step into this, to claim this. So that's really what I want you to do. So I want you to choose, because this is about your choices. You get to make these choices for yourself, and how amazing is that? Whoa, we are lucky. That is incredible. You get to decide. Nobody else gets to decide for you. You get to decide what you want, what you're going to do, how you're going to move in this world, who you're going to be. How incredible. Okay, I'm choosing 2 gold cards. We have the 9 of Swords again. Now we have pulled both of those connected swords cards, the 9 of Swords, the 10 of Swords. We've pulled duplicates for both of them now. And we have the World. I love the World. Here we go. So this is telling me the World is a huge transition. This is a transitional card. Almost exactly as I was saying before, the beginning of something, or the ending of something, the beginning of something new. This is a new chapter. There is something big here. The cards are coming in to reinforce this. This is your transition. This is a different space. You are watching this for a reason. You have everything you need to make this. And you can walk out of here, you can turn this off, and you can do nothing. You can decide not to claim this. You can go right back to your 7 of Wands. I'm just going to spin in this circle because that's what I want to do. But you can also walk out of here and turn this off, and you can change your entire existence. You can step into every single thing that you want and that you desire. Whoa, big stuff, big stuff. Okay, the 9 of Swords is telling us that subconscious energy that is floating around, that's causing all this chaos, that's causing all this havoc, this is really blocking this transition, which really, what is saying to me is that if you are distracting yourself, that's probably one of the number 1 things that I want you to look at. Are you distracting yourself in your life? And yes, of course, we all distract ourselves. TV and movies and games and things, because sometimes life is hard and we need some distractions. You know, we can give ourselves a little grace for what we need to do in order to make it through some of the harder points of our lives. The cards are kind of saying, hey, that time, that's kind of over right now. This isn't the moment that you need all those distractions. You need to let yourself see what's there, and you need to let it go. You need to let yourself be in a space that is like, okay, I understand. I have a lot of grief in my mind. I understand. I have had a lot of pain. I have a lot of chaos going on in my mind. I haven't been clear about what I want in my life and where I'm going. I haven't let myself claim what I really want for myself. I understand I haven't been taking action towards what I really want in my life. And that's disappointing, and it hurts, and I don't want to see it. But today, right now, right here, I'm going to see it, I'm going to let myself, I'm going to be with it, and then I'm going to let it go, and I'm going to 10 of Swords this, and I'm going to die to it, and I'm going to release it. I forgive myself. Whatever happened in the past is the past. Wherever I didn't show up for myself, I forgive myself for it. I understand that I am a human being who deserves some grace. I understand that I am not going to be perfect ever, and that's okay. But right now, I am willing to let go so I can make this transition. I am willing to step into a whole new energy and make a big transition into something new because it's available, because it's here, because I have open hands for it. Ooh. Feel free to add more emojis if you get inspired to take new action. Feel free. I love them. I also love messages. You know I do. I'm going to read them, so please, please put them down below. And I'll send you love for all of the messages that you write, as vulnerable or as secretive as you want to be. I completely understand. I love vulnerable messages, though, if you feel comfortable sharing. Okay, I'm pulling from our white deck for clarity. Yeah, we have the Six of Swords. Okay, let's see what else we have. We also have the Judgment card again. Okay, so from my clarity deck, which I often feel is really coming through source, coming through whatever you believe in, angels, guides, it's really coming through a space that is sort of beyond, that we're really getting a message coming in that's saying, oh, this is really interesting. Okay, this is really saying, hey, okay, what we've already seen, what we already know, what's already come through is a message for you that you need to get clarity. You need to be able to decide. You need to know what it is you want for yourself. And remember that message that we got before was saying, hey, if you don't feel lit up about this new path, if you don't feel like on fire and motivated, and you kind of just feel like, oh, well, okay, that's probably not your actual clarity. That is probably you choosing something else that feels safer, that feels okay, that feels more practical, more doable. I want you to choose what is real for you, what is really yours, what are you really claiming. That is the kind of decision making we are making today. Now, the Six of Swords is telling me that you have been moving away from things for a long time. You have made progress. This isn't something that you're starting from nothing, where you've been sitting and now you have to run. Even in your Seven of Wands card, that's still putting forth a lot of energy and momentum. It's just not getting you where you want to go. So you don't need the same kind of, I heard this today and I thought this was so interesting. An airplane uses like a huge percentage of its fuel in takeoff. It's the momentum to get into the air that takes so much effort, that takes so much of the airplane's fuel. And I thought that was just so profound. Yes, absolutely. It takes so much effort to get going, the momentum. And this card is kind of saying you have momentum already. It's been slow. It's been slow going. It hasn't been a full run. You're not in your full power. Like there's room to move forward here. But you do already have distance that you have covered. You are not coming at this from zero, which we know when we've been looking at our, we also have our Seven of Pentacles, and that's in that physical aspect of the physical world. But this is saying, you're not handling this from a place of like, you've already made a lot of progress here. This is the moment that, okay, you've been, the straw that broke the camel's back kind of thing, only in reverse of the good thing, the last brick in the wall, or I can't think of a really good analogy to put in here, but that feeling of you've already done all of this work. Now you just have to lean into the work you've already done and let yourself really move forward here, that you've already made all this progress. And now you just have to lean in, and this getting clarity has been building for you. You have been building this clarity that you needed. You've been building towards this decision that you needed to make. And now when you make it, something really new is about to happen because of all the work you've done, because of all of the ground you've covered, because of all of the space that you've already created. You've already done a lot. So this is something where it is very cumulative. You've already accumulated so much. Now when you make this decision, things are going to move for you. Oh my goodness, I love this. Oh, this might be one of my favorite readings. I just love it. I hope you love it too. I'm pulling from our Moonology deck for an oracle card for you. And let's see what we have. We have meditate and contemplate, new moon in Pisces. New moon in Pisces, meditate and contemplate, boom. You know what to do today. Meditate and contemplate. You have a whole list of homework. Listen to this again if you need to review what that is, what it is you should be running off to do. Remember, you're getting clarity, you're making decisions, you're listing out your achievements. If you haven't done that in a while, you're breaking free from all of the energy exertion around and around and around that is not getting you anywhere. You're breaking free to a whole new space, getting out of that mental subconscious energy, letting yourself die to that space. Maybe you're having a little ceremony about it, letting yourself die to it and come to life fresh and new. You are reclaiming whatever it is you need to reclaim in this world. You are understanding that you are now the queen of. You are now the queen of this space, that you have been growing things for a long time. Again, you already had all this momentum, and there's so much good stuff coming through here for you. This is a transitional space. You deserve this transition. This transition didn't come out of nowhere. This isn't just, oh, wow, one day everything changed for me. That is how it's going to feel. Gosh, one day everything just changed. Everything was different after that. I watched that reading, everything was different. No, this has been happening for a while. This has been building for a while. It's not just today, this moment, but it will feel like that if you go and sit into this, anchor into this, own this, and make it your own. Claim it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Go be playful. Go play out in the world. Go to the grocery just so you can be playful. Go out in the world, do some chores so you can be playful. Go wash your car playfully. Put your headphones on. Dance around. Be playful. Get into the world and shine. Let yourself be yourself. Boy, I love you. I can't wait to hear about this. Please message me. I hope you love this as much as I do, because I do. I'm going to hear from you very soon. And I can't wait. And I can't wait to read your comments below, please. Comment, comment, comment. Okay, I'll see you so very, very, very soon. Mwah. Mia.